So, as we are nearing to the next FOMC meeting, as we are nearing to the first possible rate cut in 2025, I am sure you guys want to find out what is next, in which direction the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term and even for the upcoming days might be possibly heading. If that is the case, then please watch this video till the end and try that like button now, not at the end. I appreciate that, guys. Now, first thing first, we know the next FOMC meeting is going to take place in 2 days, 9 hours from the time of recording, and according to this target rate probability for 17th September 2025 Fed meeting, around 94.2% are expecting 25 basis point rate cut and around 5.8% are expecting 50 basis point rate cut. But we know this rate cut, even if it's just a 25 basis point rate cut, it is going to be a positive sign for the market. Yes, guys, 25 basis point. For best case scenario, even 50 basis point, we are not sure what's going to happen, but the probability of a 25 basis point is there. So what does this mean? Please expect more volatility until then. I mean, market until then could be very, very volatile. So will this turn the price of Bitcoin bearish, or will this turn the price of Bitcoin bullish? Because according to this ascending triangle, this ascending triangle is a bullish continuation pattern, and we know Bitcoin has officially broken out of this upper trend line, which was rejecting us in the past price action. You can see it is clearly above this trend line. So what could be happening here? If Bitcoin starts showing weakness, for now, the worst case will be a move around this previous resistance line, which could bring us around 112,000, 113,000 in between that range. But even if this plays out, even if Bitcoin shows a continuation to the downside, we know this here will be looked as one of the most important support for Bitcoin, and price after that could still show a continuation which might look somehow like this. Just like as shown in an example, if you look at it carefully, after breaking out of this upper trend line, we did have few shakeout, even few pullbacks, but at the end we headed higher. So same thing could be unfolding in our case as well, because we know it's not just only this ascending triangle, but parallelly even this right angle broadening bottom pattern is pointing us a pullback will be absolutely normal, because we also have resistance line lining around this area, which now will be looked as support in case of another bigger shakeout. Yes, guys, if price of Bitcoin, just like with this ascending triangle, shows weakness, gets attracted towards the upper trend line, then you can see parallelly it is also going to be a retest from this right angle broadening bottom pattern, and price of Bitcoin after that could prepare itself for another bullish continuation. Because we know, if you look at this price action in a bit different way, I mean, this could be Adam-Eve pattern, right? And according to this Adam-Eve pattern, you can see we have officially formed this left bottom, and this was our, or is our, right bottom. So if this bullish continuation plays out, normally Adam-Eve pattern forms when the market has bottom, but in our case we are forming it during this uptrend. I mean, a reaccumulation type of formation. So what does this mean? If Bitcoin manages to remain above this key line, which is holding us at the moment, I'm going to show you later in this video, then we are expecting, after some pullback, this trend to slowly form an arch type of movement. I mean, a curve pattern, which will be heading towards the upper trend line. And this upper trend line is definitely going to be a new all-time high for us. So please, guys, please do not get fooled. Even if Bitcoin in the medium short term shows weakness, gets attracted to a certain line, certain trend line, please do not get left out, because if you zoom out, that could be a great buying opportunity. But how high is the probability of price getting attracted towards the previous high, or even forming a new all-time high? How high is the probability? Because if you zoom out, you can see Bitcoin parallel is also following this falling channel or descending channel type of formation. And if you look at it carefully, we have officially broken out of this upper trend line. So according to this falling channel, descending channel, the first target is always going to be the top from this channel, which is going to be around 120, 121,000. So I personally think if Bitcoin manages to remain above this key trend line, then I strongly believe that we will be heading towards the next price opportunity, which is going to bring us first around 119, 120,000 and even make a new all-time high, because according to this ascending triangle, you can see our price target sits in between 119, 120,000. According to this descending, right angle broadening bottom pattern, our price objective sits around 120. You can see 120, $119,000. And according to this enemy pattern, if Bitcoin does breaks out of this upper trend line, then 130, 140,000 according to this enemy pattern. But I will be more than happy if we could simply get attracted around this previous high area, because once this previous high gets broken, you can see, guys, the upcoming days for Bitcoin actually looks very, very bullish. So why is this support so important? Because, you know, for the month of September, according to our leading indicator, Bitcoin has officially found support above the CPI trend line. We are facing resistance here around the top CPI line. Around 115,800 to 116,000 will be looked as resistance, and that's also from where we are reversing. But even in a bigger pullback, I just showed you in between 112, 113,000, we have strong support. That is going to be the support from this central CPI line, and even in the worst case, you can see we still have support from this bottom CPI line, which is around 111,000. So even in the worst case, Bitcoin is still going to remain above 110,000, which could be preparing ourselves for a continuation, which might look somehow like this. And why am I expecting price of Bitcoin after some pullback to still show a bullish continuation? Because we know Bitcoin has additional support from this Williams alligator indicator as well. So any sort of a pullback, just like what I showed you yesterday, this same trend line will be acting as support, and price of Bitcoin after that, just like from this past price action, after a bullish cross, you can see pullback result in a bullish continuation. So we are expecting a similar move to play out in our case as well. Even if Bitcoin shows weakness, gets attracted around the worst case target 111,000, even in that case, you can see this trend line will be there acting as support, and price after that could show a continuation, which might look somehow like this. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that if we simply zoom out, a pullback doesn't mean we are bearish. If we zoom out, this could be one of the best buying opportunity, because I have been showing you this parabolic curve pattern since a couple of days, which is clearly pointing us that weakness doesn't mean we are bearish. It could be a preparation for another blow off top type of formation, and only after that a reversal, which could bring us below 100,000. But until then, any sort of a pullback will be looked as a buying opportunity. So guys, in case of doubt, I would suggest you to simply zoom out. So this were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed the vlog, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out. Until next time, bye-bye.